The main reason some of you are struggling to learn a foreign language is because you can't speak your own language. Yes, you heard me correctly. You can't speak your own language. I get asked questions all the time like, yo P, how did you learn Spanish or Portuguese? And I always respond by saying I taught myself and I give out tips and tricks on my channel, go check it out. But when some people ask, to be honest and respectfully, I know they're not going to learn. And here's the real reason why. They can't even speak their own language well, so how on earth do they think they're going to learn Spanish or Portuguese using my tips when they can't even comprehend their own language? It doesn't make sense. So irrespective of what your accent may be, MLE, Estuary, RP, Cockney, Scouse, Brummie, at the end of the day, I'm not talking about accents or way of speaking. I'm talking about having a good command of the English language, because this will enable you to learn another language with a lot more ease. Trust me. Now, before you come for me in the comments chatting was, I'm not saying that you have to speak like King Charles or like a news reporter on BBC to speak well. What I am saying is that you have to have a good understanding of the English language as a base before you start to learn another language, because that will make the language learning process a lot easier. In essence, not being able to speak well isn't limited to any one accent. You can hear people with any accent using filler words, ums, ahs, using slang in the incorrect setting, clearly demonstrating the inability to read a room and not being able to construct sentences correctly. Now, if you try to translate this to another language, you're going to struggle, get fed up and give up very quickly. So it's best to iron these kinks out in your mother tongue before learning another language. And I say this because in English you can get away with not following all the rules, but if you try to translate this to another language, say Spanish or Portuguese, it might not work out. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Some rules you just have to follow. It is what it is. So it's best to train your brain to begin to follow these rules and understand when to implement grammatical concepts, then move into the foreign language. Trust me, it's going to make the language learning process a lot easier. But honestly, what I find hilarious is that some people that can't even speak English well have the audacity to ask, which variation of Spanish should I learn? I think I should learn Puerto Rican Spanish. I'm like, dude, firstly, learn English. Secondly, learn basic Spanish. Then you can pick a variation of Spanish, but take it one step at a time. What the hell? O sea, tiene que aprender las reglas para poder romperla, ¿me entiende? ¿Me entiende? Alright, so we've outlined the main reason why a lot of you are struggling with Spanish, but we're a solution-orientated channel, so let's get into the solution. But before doing so, if you're liking this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't be an enemy of progress, don't be a op, don't be a pagan, subscribe and like this video. Now moving on to the solution. So guys and girls, la solución is simple. Buy a textbook like a C2 textbook in the English language and go through the exercises on a daily basis. At the same time, find a tutor on italki and take classes with them. Once you've elevated your English, only then should you be learning Spanish or Portuguese. Now once you're comfortable in either language, then you can pick an accent. There's no use picking a way of speaking or an accent at the beginning. You need to learn the basics. Take it one step at a time, then you can focus on a particular accent. I honestly find it ridiculous when people are at the beginning of the language learning process talking about, I want to learn Dominican Spanish. Bruh, you need to learn Spanish. In any case, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.